Hi, everybody. My name is Chris Sharma, and welcome to another episode of your Big Music Moment. We're so appreciative for the generous support of WALT Wines. They make fantastic wines based up in Sonoma. Definitely go online and buy a bottle or two. Check them out. We and all the artists thank them for supporting music and live music streaming here at Big Music. Big Music is a home for emerging artists. It is our goal to support them however we can. This happy hour live show gives them a stage and a chance to connect with fans and receive support and receive attention from sponsors and the Big Music fan group overall. We've had some great shows. Yesterday we had an amazing classical moment with That Viola Kid, who played some Bach concertos and kind of let us in on that world. And now today we're really happy to be here with Leyo. Leyo is an amazing Latinx artist. He's been part of the Big Music family since the beginning and has a voice that is both new and wonderfully, sensitively old school. So welcome, Leyo. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
Good. It's been a little while since we've seen each other.
I know it's been a minute, especially with this quarantine going on.
I know. This is the only way we can do it. How are you surviving this?
You know what? It's at first, I think for everybody it's like, what do we do now? We're gonna go crazy, but it's been a blessing. I just been, songwriting and with my team and been coming up with great hits. I'm excited about that. So just
excellent.
Music, taking advantage of the time.
Great. Well, let's first why don't we get a song out of the way and get everyone into the mood of music. So give us one, and we'll shift over to your screen, brother.
All right, let's do it. I'll be singing lento. All right, check it out, lento. I wish I had like my backup dancers. Y'all feel me? Esos ojos que se ven a poner en tus labios yo quisiera conocer, que tu magia me haga desaparecer. Tan bella, baby, tan bella. Cuando me hablas cerquita al oído, pa' mi cuerpo, pa' mi mente es un castigo. Si tú quieres bailar, dime, yo te sigo. Tan bella, baby, tan bella. Yo no me equivoco, tú me pones loco. Y cuando te sientas a mí se me prende el foco. ¿Qué te debo hacer para conocer? No me tengas miedo que te voy a complacer. Te voy a enseñar que mis manos no te van a presionar y conmigo no te vas a preocupar. No lo pienses tanto, déjate llevar. Vámonos lento, vámonos lento, vámonos lento, vámonos lento. Lento, 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 lento. Te beso, 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 beso. Tu cuerpo, cuerpo, cuerpo. Pa' que tú me pidas que te dé una dosis de mi medicina. Vamos a mirar pa' que pueda conocer todos los planetas que yo puedo ofrecer. Y vamos round, round, round. Mientras yo manejo te vas down, down, down. Yo manejo todo, tú me down, down, down. Que se acerque el sol, vámonos down, down, down. Yo no me equivoco, tú me pones loco. Y cuando te acercas a mí se me prende el foco. ¿Qué te debo hacer para conocer? No me tengas miedo que te voy a complacer. Te voy a enseñar que mis manos no te van a presionar y conmigo no te vas a preocupar. No lo pienses tanto, déjate llevar. Vámonos lento, vámonos lento, vámonos lento, vámonos lento. Oh, yeah. Lento, 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 lento. Lento, lento, lento. Te voy a enseñar que mis manos no te van a presionar y conmigo no te vas a preocupar. No lo pienses tanto, déjate llevar. Vámonos lento, 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 vámonos lento. Sara lento.
Nice.
Do you understand that?
Brother, unfortunately not. So why don't you tell us about what it meant?
It's a song of just taking it easy. In the steps of love, of passion.
Right.
You take things slow. Why rush into things? Like in life, just take it slow. It's always best that way. So that's what
Nice.
I'm just saying. Let's take it slow.
Take it easy. Low and
Exactly.
slow.
Calm down.
Speaking of which, are we able to, let's do a quick cheers.
Yes,
Cheers to
cheers,
Walt
man.
Wines.
Y los que me están
Thank you,
viendo,
guys.
cheers. That's right, Walt Wines. Gracias. Thank you so much. This wine's amazing, by the way. Check it out, Walt Wines. Instagram at Walt Wines. Check it out, guys. Mi raza, I know you guys like drinking. The Walt Wines, eh?
You know what? There's not that much else to do when we're in quarantine here except music and life. So obviously, we're working with just your microphone on the computer. So just acknowledgement of that. But the energy and your music comes through. So that's killer. Lady Gaga has been known in the studio to use the microphone on her laptop for certain vocal parts.
Really?
Well, yeah. So I'd heard that. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
But
I know that.
so tell me about your musical style. I know that that was a reggaeton beat. I think I heard underneath there, but I also know you do a little bit more classical stuff. So what is this synergy you're doing of the different styles, and where do they come from?
You know what? It's definitely been a journey, and it's been challenging. Because I love what I do. I'm a vocalist. I feel like I was given a gift, and I want to share
Yeah.
it, and I want to share the most natural um, and just share all of it. But I feel like in this music, which has been, it's times have changed, and the style of music has changed. I still sing whenever I have my tequila, and when I'm with my family, I still sing mis rancheras. Las canto con gusto. I sing it with passion. But this new style of music that I've been infusing is still vocal. It's a little bit, I guess you could say, it's R&B with this new type of reggaeton and fun beats and just, I guess, sensual music. I love the sensuality and the harmonies and just the R&B part of it and just finding my
Right.
niche in it.
So it's almost like,
A lot of people.
are you bringing a neo soul kind of harmony structure in
Latin, but Latin,
right. Right.
I think I think that's been because at first, I've been just singing ballads. I'll be singing a ballad at the end. That was my first single that I worked with this amazing producer Rudy Perez. But people are like, we're not really doing ballads right now. It's hard to play ballads on the radio. It's
Yeah.
always been my thing. I'm like, but I can make a person cry. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to, it
Yes,
just
you can.
it's been a challenge, but I think at the same time it's also been a growing experience for myself to be like, no, I want to do this. I'm going to be around. I'm
Right.
not going nowhere. So I guess a soul searching for myself to really be where I am now, which I'm grateful and have amazing stuff and have obviously amazing people, alongside working with me. And I
Right.
found my niche,
Beautiful.
and I'm excited to share that.
So basically it's taking this whatever your classic balladeer instinct and then trying to fit that into something that is a little bit more up tempo with a little bit of a clave behind it that you're able
Yes,
to.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that way, people hear talent, but at the same time are not so overwhelmed. I feel like, and I don't know if I had this discussion with you. I feel like American and all these shows of competition, of singing competition, has really set the bar so high. People, if they want to hear a good voice, they'll turn on the TV and watch American Idol and vote for them. But I feel now when people want to listen to the radio, it's something that's different. Something's from the
Right.
heart, and I think that's what's so hard nowadays to have music and I guess look to someone that's been really hustling and trying to find their own sound and make their own way, and keep it as natural and
Right.
part of nature, second part of nature for themselves, So yeah,
I get it. I get it. It's that's the age old thing for an artist is to how do you take what you do because you can't ever change that or it's disingenuous, but how do you
Yeah.
express that in a way that is something that people are going to want to hear? Because we as artists or you as artists, you have to go to people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's your job. You're digesting the emotional world for them, and you have to, people have enough to deal with, and that, that's an interesting but usual conundrum. I think a lot of artists have
Yes.
in finding their voice, and I think it sounds like you're finding yours definitely. So
Yeah,
what do you
thank
have
you.
on tap for us next?
Well, next, I have a single that I released. It's called Drippin'. It's a fun, sensual, urban sound. So check it out. It's called Drippin'.
Nice.
So let's go. Here we go. Hola, gente. Estoy ahogando en tu body, tu cuerpo es el mar, y yo me quiero nadar en él. Vamos a hacerlo, hay que repetirlo. Tu cuerpo me da todo lo que necesito. Where have you been? 'Cause it feels like forever. Llévame contigo a la fiesta. Let's have our own little party. Yeah. Body tuyo a solas, mediano como las olas. Muy profundo and I wanna go farther. Muy profundo got me dripping in your water. The body tuyo a solas, mediano como las olas. Muy profundo and I wanna go farther. Muy profundo got me dripping in your water. Dime si te gusta, dime si quieres más, haré lo que sea, vamos a viajar, vamos a hacerlo, hay que repetirlo, tu cuerpo me da todo lo que necesito. Where have you been, 'cause it feels like forever, llévame contigo a la fiesta, let's have our own little party, yeah. Body tuyo a solas, regalo como las olas. Muy profundo and I wanna go farther. Muy profundo got me dripping in your water. The body tuyo a solas, regalo como las olas. Muy profundo and I wanna go farther. Muy profundo got me. Le di ese look, dije, oh girl, you bad. Do you wanna leave? You're getting summer ride. Podemos ir donde you wanna go. Crawling on back, steaming up the window. Where have you been? 'Cause it feels like forever. Llévame contigo a la fiesta. Let's have our own little party, yeah. Tu body tuyo a solas, regalo como las olas. Muy profundo when I wanna go farther. Muy profundo got me dripping in your water. Yeah. I'm dripping in your love. I'm dripping in your sexy. Hola a todos. Hello Maggie. Hey, what's up, Loretta Bob? What's up, neighbor? Sumérgeme. Oh, sumérgeme. Hey, Kimberly, hola a todos. That was dripping, man.
Beautiful,
Well,
beautiful. That's a little more mid tempo. That's an
yeah,
interesting. So
but it's still,
what? Yeah, go ahead.
it's still the sensuality part of it that I love. I think as Latinos, we're very sensual, we're very passionate. So that's the stuff that I love. That's the stuff that I gravitate always to. Something that makes me like just nod my head and there's a cool swaggy beat. So
Right.
yeah,
What is that song about?
it's all dripping in your love. When you find love, the same thing as when you find
Right.
love, it's little dripping.
Right.
It's
There's a few
dripping in your love.
images there.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a cool video that I shot on my YouTube. So los que no han visto, check it out. It's on my YouTube page as
Yeah,
Leyo. So,
that's a good point, everyone. Why don't we everyone take a sec to follow Leyo at official Leyo and Big Music at Big Musico, and
yeah.
check out all the various content that we have in both places. So what? Now we're going to get to the ballad, and
Okay.
that is your. That's kind of this is where your musical soul comes from, right?
Yes.
This is what you started out singing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I grew up with it. I mostly heard, growing up in a Latin household. My mom's Mexican, my dad's Mexican, and I always heard the one voice that I have in my head, which I'm thankful that I haven't forgotten, is my father, who's not with us anymore. But when he would be, because he would drink a lot, so he would definitely enjoy this wine. But when he would be, in his feelings, and I feel like that's when he released his passion. That's when he released all his feelings and emotions, because Latino men were raised to not be so
Right.
emotionally connected, to be vulnerable, I guess. So that was the only time that I saw my dad vulnerable, was when he was drunk. And he would always be singing some mariachi, and he would be singing it from the heart. He didn't carry a tone whatsoever, but you just felt his passion, and I always
That's
admired
great.
that out of anybody.
And what region is that? So if that's your musical root, what region of Mexico was that? Like,
Well,
is it
I'm from
norteño or what's the musical?
no, it's
Okay.
mariachi banda.
Yeah. Okay.
I grew up, and it's funny though, because I feel like even I feel little by little, as I was growing up, I kind of hated that sound, and I
Right.
hated that because it reminded me of that. But then, as discovering music and just singing music,
Right.
getting older and wiser, you start connecting with lyrics, and you're like, now
Of
that's
course.
why they sing that way.
Right.
That's
Right.
what made me
Funny.
cry.
Funny how that works. Our parents live in us one way or
Exactly. Yes.
another.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah. So
Yeah.
now when you hear a song, it's just like I could definitely go back and be like, oh, no wonder he cried in this one. No
Oh yeah.
wonder he would yell in this part. And so it's interesting. So it's just I just have it in me.
Right on.
It's the most beautiful thing when you can definitely connect with a person in a more personal level of the heart. Because I
Yeah.
feel everyone can listen to a beat and move their heads and sigh and sway and have a good time, but to really connect with a person emotionally, and where they can say, "I relate to you," that's deep. And I feel like
That
that's
is.
what I want to also connect with my fans and followers and family and friends,
Right.
of being a person that speaks their emotional struggles of love, friendships, of whatever comes away that I can relate to, of course.
And the
And just
music lays those emotions bare a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And I think in this time, it's actually social media, all these live streamings. We're seeing people in general lay their emotions a little bit more bare. Uh, just because that's we're all sequestered, so we're kind of everyone's broadcasting how they truly feel uh,
Yeah.
to the world, which is interesting. I hope that continues. Um, we better get to some music though. I could talk with you all day.
As I know,
For
we can.
yeah, we have for this one. I would say maybe move back a little bit because I know that powerful Leyo voice. We don't want to get
I
the
know.
microphone too overloaded. So, uh,
You're all
all
right.
right.
Here we go. This is Ya No Recuerdas, one of my first singles that I released with the big producer, Rudy Perez, and it's about a heartbreak. Ya No Recuerdas, and we were like Adam and Eve, and all of a sudden, no, you don't remember how great we were. So, yeah, let's go. Walt Wines. Hey, what's up? Hola, familia. A veces me pregunto por qué ya no estamos juntos y entiendo. Fuimos el ejemplo de lo que es amor perfecto tanto tiempo. Lo que tú y yo vivimos siempre fue un amor divino sin medida. Te juro que no entiendo porque ahora estoy sufriendo tu partida. Hoy te llamo para saber si me extrañas igual que yo. Si tienes idea de cómo ha llegado junto a Dios mi corazón, ya no recuerda. los momentos que vivimos, lo que juntos compartimos, tus promesas. Ya no recuerdas, ya no recuerdas que mi vida se acabó si tú ya no recuerdas. ¿Cómo creer que tú y yo hoy solo somos dos extraños? Insólito es pensar que ahora tú me hagas tanto daño. Fuimos hechos tal para cual, vida mía, ¿qué nos pasó? No puedo aceptar que ya nunca más seamos dos, tú y yo. Ya no recuerdas, ya no recuerdas los momentos que vivimos, lo que juntos compartimos, tus promesas. Ya no recuerdas, ya no recuerdas que mi vida se acabó si tú ya no. Recuerda que éramos Adán y Eva, el uno para el otro la razón. Y ahora tú de pronto no recuerdas el amor que nos unió. Ya no recuerdas, ya no recuerdas los momentos que vivimos, lo que juntos compartimos, tus promesas. Ya no recuerdas, ya no recuerdas que mi vida se acabó si tú ya no recuerdas. Mi vida se acabó si tú ya no recuerdas. Hey! There we go. Teardrop, teardrop.
Beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful,
you, thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We'll have to do a round two with when the mics arrive. But it's really beautiful to hear your voice, and
Thank you so much.
I think that your goal of communicating emotion is one that you achieve, and it's to the benefit of all of us who get to listen to your music. So,
thank you so much.
So thanks everyone again. Make sure you follow Leyo on social media and follow us at Big Music, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks so much, Leyo.
Gracias a todos. Thank you, WALT. Gracias. Thank you. Hey! Bye, man.